Hey, it's Nick with the hot topics on social media, and this week we are talking about political posts and Instagram and why Meta is now limiting them. We're also going to cover the poke feature making a comeback on Facebook. Yes, poke, poke, poke. Some people are calling it virtual sexual harassment. It is making a comeback on Facebook. We'll get to that at the end of this video, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We'll also be covering how X and Elon Musk's platform, Twitter, is struggling. So let's get to today's topics. Instagram is a hot topic right now because there's a lot of changes going on with it. With the engagement being low and this political season starting to ramp up, there is a lot of talk about Instagram. And Instagram starting to limit the political posts that you will see in your feed. But there is a way to turn this feature off. Let's get to what social media today is saying about Instagram. The biggest social media topic of the week is the revelation that Meta is now actively restricting the reach of political content, with users requiring to manually opt in to seeing political posts related in their news feed. So first off, on Meta's political news restrictions, this has already actually started to happen for some time, with Meta actively stepping in from news and politics since 2021. Why? Because for Meta, political discussion is actually more trouble than it is worth. The company has come under intense scrutiny and has copped various fines due to the role that it may or may not play in political campaigning. Okay, social media today also had a statement in this particular article from Meta saying, quote, "Informed by research, our definition of political content is content likely to be topics related to government or elections. For example, posts about laws, elections, or social topics. These global issues are complex and dynamic, which means this definition will evolve as we continue to engage with the people and communities who use our platforms and external experts to refine our approach." However, you can actually turn this feature back on if you want to see the posts, and that's no problem. You can do that, and I'm going to show you in a video right here how you can do that. And then you will have something that will say content preferences, and then click on political, and make sure you select don't limit political content. There you go. And in other Instagram news, Instagram is testing longer reels. So for the longest time, reels were only 90 seconds, right? A minute and 30 seconds. However, they are now going to be testing reels that are up to 3 minutes long. That's right. In addition to now being able to add 15, I believe, or 16 photos in a carousel, literally now you can add longer length reels. Now, here's the article from Social Media Today. As you can see in this example posted by Justin Jarvis and shared by Matt Navarra, some users are now being prompted to upload 3-minute reels for their videos instead of the 90-second limit currently allowed, which Instagram hasn't actually been experimenting with for some time, with 10-minute uploads also an early examination at IGHQ. This is the first time that it's been seen in live testing though, however. You can only use pre-recorded videos as longer reel uploads as opposed to capturing them via the Reels camera. Longer videos are the trend of the moment on TikTok as well, as it looks to broaden user behaviors and provide more content to keep people engaged. This week, TikTok has launched its new creator rewards program, which I will talk about in another video. One thing I wanted to point out on this particular story is that engagement is all over the place. You see the posts, people complaining about engagement. However, it says in this particular article that in January, Meta reported that Reels consumption is up 20% year over year. So that goes to show you that engagement is not lacking. It might just be your engagement. Overall though, it is up. And with longer reels, we'll continue to see that number continue to go up. So stay tuned for more on that. Next up, let's take a look at our buddy Elon Musk. What's going on in Elon's world? Well, fewer people are using Elon Musk's X as the platform struggles to attract and keep users. That is according to analysts. Now, the number of people using X daily is falling, more than a year after tech billionaire Elon Musk bought the app formerly known as Twitter. Data from 2 research firms and figures published by Musk and X suggest a deteriorating situation for X by some metrics. Musk has marketed it as the world's town square, but in number of users, it continues to lag far behind social media rivals that focus on videos such as Instagram and TikTok. In February, X had 27 million daily active users of its mobile app in the US, down 18% from a year earlier. That is according to Sensor Tower, a market intelligence firm based in San Francisco. The US user base has been flat or down every month since November 2022, the first full month of Musk's owning the app. And in total, it's down 23% since then. Take a look at this data here from this NBC News report. You can really see how Twitter X has taken a tumble down to, where we are here in February 24. That is very enlightening as to what is going on Twitter. Now, if you haven't taken a look at Twitter's rival Threads, make sure you do so. And let me know in the comments if you're a fan of Threads. I'm personally loving it lately. So let me know what you're talking about on Threads in the comments below. Now, this next and last story in our roundup this week is a little controversial because we all remember the poke, right? Child, we all remember how creepy it was as well. Facebook is making a comeback with the poke feature, according to Business Insider. Now, if you take a look at this article, it says Facebook is bringing back the poke, and apparently Gen Z is loving it. Technically, the poke never fully left. It was just hidden deep within a bunch of settings that you'd need a pith helmet and satellite phone to reach. I don't even know what that means, but Meta has said that it made a design tweak at the start of 2024 that made the poke button slightly more visible. And I will show you that here. You can technically see that with this particular post here, that the poke is now an option when you search someone's name on Facebook. You can also look at your old pokes via the poke page. I'll include links to all of these articles in the description so you can take a look at this article more in-depthly. And if you want to take a look at your old pokes, I found a lot of hilarious old ones in there. So it could be worth a little bit of a nostalgic moment and maybe some creepy moments as well. It's also interesting because you can really see who has deactivated their Facebook account since then, because it made it grayed out so you couldn't poke them back. All right, so lots of things going on in the world of social media. Of course, I am going to stay on top of all of the platforms and all of these stories, so make sure you're subscribed to this channel, notifications are turned on, and you are commenting on this video what your favorite story of the week was. So that gives me ammo to keep going. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.